Have you ever wondered what's really inside the Kaaba? Not what people say is in there, but what's actually hidden far from the eyes of the world. Why have so few people ever seen the inside of Islam's most sacred site with their own eyes? And the strangest part, why does almost no one talk about it? Today you are going to uncover rarely revealed mysteries, details that even many Muslims do not know. Get ready to access information that feels almost forbidden, wrapped in silence and reverence. If you're drawn to hidden truths, prepare yourself, because what you're about to see will completely change the way you view the Kaaba. Stay with me until the end. The Kaaba, located at the heart of the Grand Mosque in Mecca, is considered the holiest site in Islam. Every day, millions of Muslims around the world turn toward this black cube during prayer. But what few realize is that behind that simple structure lies a deeply hidden universe of symbolism, history, and spiritual mystery. It's the final destination of the sacred pilgrimage, the Hajj, and it is surrounded by a secrecy that few dare to question. Why does this one place out of all places in the world hold so much symbolic power? And what exactly is inside that makes it so special? Access to the interior of the Kaaba is extremely restricted. It's not open to the public, not even to ordinary worshippers, not even during the Hajj. Only a select group of religious leaders and special guests are ever allowed inside, and only on the rarest of occasions. One of those occasions is the annual cleansing, a symbolic, highly ceremonial ritual. Saudi authorities, accompanied by a few carefully chosen individuals, enter to wash and perfume the interior, using a special blend of rose water, oud, and musk. No TV cameras broadcast it. No tourists see it. Only brief and controlled accounts make their way to the world. And that only adds to the fascination. What is really in there that must be kept hidden? The first thing that strikes anyone granted access to the Kaaba's interior is its simplicity. But it's a simplicity loaded with spiritual weight. Inside, there are 3 dark wooden pillars supporting the roof. These pillars are over 1,000 years old and have been restored only a few times throughout history. Between them hang gold lamps, casting a soft, warm light. The floor is made of white and beige marble with subtle golden veins. This floor is constantly polished and infused with scented oils during internal rituals. In one corner, there's a small golden table or altar, used to hold perfumes and ceremonial items. The inner walls are draped in fabric similar to the kiswa, the black and gold cloth that covers the Kaaba from the outside. But inside, the fabric is a deep greenish tone, embroidered with Quranic verses in golden thread. The air inside is filled with a powerful, unmistakable scent, a combination of perfume, aged wood, and centuries of devotion. Some say the silence within the Kaaba feels almost physical, like sound itself bows down in reverence inside that sacred space. Very few images of the interior have ever been made public, and even those that exist appear heavily controlled and edited. One lesser-known detail is a white stone placed directly in front of the Kaaba's door. That stone is believed to mark the exact spot where the Prophet Muhammad used to pray when he entered. There is also a mark on the ceiling that aligns perfectly with a prayer direction said to be especially powerful, tied to the point where angels are believed to have circled the earth before mankind's creation. There are also ancient inscriptions on the inner walls, written in rare Arabic calligraphy, drawn by hand with almost supernatural precision. Scholars believe these inscriptions are centuries old and have been miraculously preserved. There's even a golden reliquary with a pre-Islamic design, kept hidden from the public and only displayed in rare moments. It was discovered during one of the Kaaba's restorations and stored ever since. The perfume used inside the Kaaba is crafted from extremely rare ingredients like ambergris, musk, and damask rose. Traditional perfumers follow secret formulas passed down through generations. Some say that scent clings to the clothing of those who enter the Kaaba for days, like a spiritual imprint, a trace of the sacred that refuses to fade. The layout of the Kaaba is geometrically precise. The 3 central pillars form a perfect symmetry, and according to some scholars of sacred geometry, this creates a powerful energetic point. That exact spot lies directly beneath an opening in the ceiling, as if connecting the earth below to the heavens above. Legends surrounding the origin of the Kaaba make things even more fascinating. Many believe it was built by Abraham and Ishmael as a center for monotheistic worship, but others claim the Kaaba existed even before that. Some traditions speak of a celestial Kaaba, a perfect model in the heavens, with this one being merely its earthly reflection. Ancient accounts say that before Islam, the Kaaba was already a spiritual center for many pagan tribes. That raises the question, what was it about this place that evoked such deep reverence, even in those who worshipped other gods? Some narratives say the black stone embedded in the Kaaba's corner fell from the sky, a divine gift, or perhaps a fragment from another world. Mystics believe it can absorb the sins of anyone who touches it with true faith. Other legends say the stone was once white, but turned black over time by the sins of humanity, absorbing the darkness of generations. There are also stories of a hidden chamber beneath the Kaaba's base, a buried space said to contain sacred relics or ancient writings, protected since Abraham's time. No one knows if it's real, and maybe that's the point. The fact that such stories have endured for centuries suggests that something greater surrounds this space, something that transcends the physical structure. Science, when it tries to approach the Kaaba, often finds itself blocked. Few archaeological studies have been done, and none have permission to dig or investigate deeply. The site is sacred and untouchable. Some say there are magnetic anomalies around the Kaaba, compasses that go off course, electronics that malfunction, and a strange sensation that many pilgrims feel when approaching it. The geographic alignment of the Kaaba with other sacred sites also stuns researchers. The distance between Mecca and Jerusalem, for instance, follows mathematically precise proportions. Is that a coincidence? Or ancient knowledge? But maybe the deepest mystery of all isn't in the pillars, or the marble floor, or even the black stone. Maybe the true secret is what the Kaaba awakens inside the one who beholds it, a feeling of awe that crosses borders, beliefs, and centuries, a calling to something bigger, to the unknown, to the divine. The Kaaba isn't just a structure, it's a living symbol, a spiritual heart that beats every day as millions bow toward it, not knowing exactly what lies inside. And maybe, not needing to know, because maybe not knowing is part of the sacred. Some things aren't meant to be explained, they're meant to be felt. If this video gave you a new perspective, something more mysterious, more symbolic, more profound, share it with someone else who's curious about what the world keeps hidden. And tell me in the comments, did you already know any of this? Or are you now left with more questions than answers? Because sometimes it's in the questions that the greatest mysteries remain alive.